I've been intentionally healing and working on my own growth and personal development for over a decade now. And I am so intrigued at this point in my journey of what healing and personal development actually is, like how that actually manifests in an individual person and what happens as we, progress along the path of trying to heal ourselves from the past. Okay. And so I've come up with a very short and succinct description of what healing is. And I hope this helps people, especially if you are early in the journey and you're kind of like, I know I need to heal and grow, but I don't even know what that means. So chances are you will figure out what it means as long as you start taking any steps, like do any of the things that you know are good for your body, mind, and soul. Exercise, meditate, do yoga, journal, go to therapy, speak to a life coach, challenge yourself with some sort of thing like a marathon or a race or, starting a new career or going back to school. Like there are plenty of things that you can try and just start doing that will head you in the right direction. Okay, but I want to put a little bit more context around this for you in hopes that it will enlighten you and perhaps give you a little bit more structured guidance on where to take the first steps in your journey. Now, before I get into that definition, I do want to let you know that I have a methodology based on my experience and all my research to help people on the healing and personal development journey. This methodology is called Rehab for Everyone, and it is a 4-part methodology that you apply to your everyday lifestyle. You can do it on your own or with support from myself or our community once you learn about what it is. So if you are interested in learning about what Rehab for Everyone is, go ahead in the description below and download my free ebook that gives you a pretty thorough overview. Okay, now back to the definition of healing. So healing is when you embark on a process of figuring out why you think, feel, and behave the way you do, and then replacing any of the thoughts and behaviors you have that don't serve you with ones that do. Okay? It's really that simple, like what happens along the process, but the actual stuff that makes that process happen is the work. It's the work. When people say healing and growth, it's hard work. It is hard work, and it takes time, and it takes consistency, and it takes discipline. And that should be comforting because you cannot will healing to happen just with your mind. You can't just sit there or meditate and think about all of the ways that you want to change your thoughts and behaviors and then just hope that it's going to happen. Like, that's just not how it works. I wish it were easier. Everyone wishes it were easier, but it's not easy. It's a lot of hard work, but it's so worth it. It is the most rewarding thing you'll ever do in your life. Trust me. But to actually make it happen, you have to put in the work. That's why they call it the work. And, because it's difficult and it's hard and it takes time, that's why we all say that you're the one responsible for doing it. You have to, be accountable for yourself because no one else can do the work for you. That's what's crazy about it. It's like one of those things where you can't just buy it or borrow it from someone else or, take a shortcut. Like, there are no shortcuts. It's only within you. It's only if you decide that you want to change, you want to create a life that you love, you want to feel better. So you have to say, darn it, I am going to do whatever it takes to make this happen. Okay. And then you start to go through the steps. And, in the beginning, a lot of us are, again, unsure of where to go. So we just start trying anything. And that is a perfectly acceptable path. Just start trying new things and just be committed to sticking with the journey, right? If one thing doesn't work, try something else. When you find something that works, be consistent with it. But rather than have there be all this mystery and trial and error, I really wanted to help put some structure around it. And, not structure in the sense where I'm going to tell you exactly what to do, exactly what to think and believe, exactly the practices and the steps that you need to take, but rather start to theme things out and give you, stories and ideas and insights to fuel your journey, and then give you, ideas for practices that you can use to start to master different areas of your life. So when you download the ebook in the description below, you're going to learn about the 4 focus areas in my methodology: boundaries, movement, exploration, and energetic self-care. And you'll start to get an idea of what I'm talking about here, but my goal is really just to light the path a little bit brighter for you. So there's less mystery, less trial and error, and you can, kind of embark on this with a little bit more confidence and perhaps a little bit more, speed and precision, right? It's not something that you can rush, but, we kind of flounder a little bit like a fish out of water when we try to move away from our old conditioning, step out of our comfort zones, and, try new things because the old stuff isn't working anymore. So, this is my gift back out into the world, saying that, this was hard. This took a long time. I'm still in progress, but I've learned a lot. And now I want to reach back and lend a hand to people who are starting on their journeys after me and, need a little bit of support. So definitely download that ebook. Reach out to me if you have questions. You can check out the website. I've got blogs and videos up, and there's a lot more where that came from. So those are my thoughts for you today, and I'm just really excited to have you here. Thank you for visiting the channel. I release thoughts on healing and growth and personal development every single day at 5 o'clock. So be sure to subscribe so you get notifications on those videos. And if this was helpful in any way, I'd love for you to hit that like button and leave me a comment below, and I will catch you tomorrow. Thanks so much.